Today we're speedrunning through Geometry Dash, and you're probably asking, how exactly do you even do that? I mean, in Geometry Dash, you can't really go too much faster, you're always at a set speed, so it doesn't make too much sense to speedrun. Well, the answer to that is two really cool people, Aeon Air and Embed, made a 20 achievement speedrun. Now in Geometry Dash, there are a total of 200 something achievements that you can get, so the goal for this speedrun is going to be getting 20 of those. And that actually makes for a really cool speedrun because there are a lot of different combinations you can choose. You can choose exactly which ones you want to do. So right away you'll see that we're trying to get 5 different demons. Each one of these demons is going to give us another achievement, and demons, if you're not aware, are pretty much the hardest levels in the game. Now these ones are all user created. These aren't created by the creator of Geometry Dash, and that's because, you know, they are also the community that makes levels, and they make some really cool levels, as you're seeing with this one. This one's called Platinum Adventure, but one thing to mention is the demons that I will be doing are easy demons. Now demons in general are going to be difficult, but some are easier than others. Like this one, like I said, it's an easy demon, and that just means it is difficult, but it isn't as difficult as it can be. And the reason I want to do easy demons is because I'm not the greatest at Geometry Dash. I think I'm pretty good. I spent a lot of time working on these demons, but if I want to do this speed run as fast as possible, I want to beat each one of these levels first try. So we can just go through, we get this first one first try, and move on with our speed run. We'll get a couple of these different achievements, so that will be nice. We can also go right here and follow the creator for another achievement, and our next demon will be the lightning road. In this one, there's a lot less going on. You know, there isn't all the different visual stuff. It's pretty much more of a simple demon where you just got to do the things, and yeah, you pretty much just play the game, go through. You can see a lot of it is going to be the square wall. In the last one, it was a lot more other things that you had to deal with. I mean, here we're going to become the ship. We go right through here, have to deal with all these different portals. We become this rolly one too. I don't really know what that's called, and we're just going to go through trying to do this as much as possible. Like I said, I put a lot of practice into all of these demons, so a lot of it is muscle memory, but at the same time I like reacting to it because I'm not the best at memorization. So I needed to find demons where I could just do them and I didn't have to memorize the entire thing. Otherwise I probably would not have been able to do this speedrun. So you can see a lot of this, it gives me the time to think about where I am, what I need to do. I can go through those portals, do my jumps as I need to do them, and that's why I chose the demons that I chose, just to make sure that I could actually keep track of them and I don't just die everywhere. This is a really cool part, by the way, where we're just going through those portals. We'll hit that up right there and we can finish out the level right here. Basically, when I make it to this spot, I'm pretty much just very confident that I'm going to be able to make it through because there's just a couple more jumps and then we make it here, a couple more, and yeah, there, it's done. So that one's not too hard. We get another achievement, which is going to be nice and easy, and it will be the same process of where we follow this creator, because another achievement we want to get is the 10 followed creators achievement. And our next demon is going to be Demon Mixed, and I'm pretty sure by the name of it, this is kind of like a bunch of different demons thrown together. I'm not exactly sure if that actually is what it is. At least I'm assuming, and I hope I'm not just completely wrong about that, but it wouldn't be the first time. But we're just going through, we have one of these rolly parts, which the rolly parts are definitely my favorite of the game just because I find them really easy. We have a couple of different lights that we have to go through, some tight jumps as well. And one thing you might notice about a lot of levels in Geometry Dashes is sometimes they give you things to jump on which you're not supposed to. Like right here, there's that blue one. If we jumped on that, we would have died, and that's just because the demon creators are trying to trick you, make you do the wrong thing. You can see there are also some invisible spikes that we're not supposed to touch, and then we just have this little ship part, and this is also one of the easiest levels of the demons I'm going to do, and also one of the shortest ones, so it's definitely nice to have. We'll finally finish it off with this pick a path, and yeah, that's pretty much another demon. We get another achievement and we're looking good. And our fourth level is going to be the Nightmare, and this level is probably the one that I'm the most comfortable with just because I played it a lot. I'm pretty sure this was like the first or second demon that I actually learned how to play, so I was really confident, but at the same time my nerves were coming into effect because you have to think, we have gone through 3 straight demons. We only have to do 2 more to finish out really the hard part of the run, so I'm just really hoping that I can go through this, and it's kind of stressful. My heart is pounding, but then this part happens. Yeah, we died, but I decided to continue the run because all things considered, we still had a really good one and it didn't lose too much time. Now when I make it back here, we'll see what we're actually supposed to do. I do not know why that was so hard for me, but what you have to also consider is I was playing this game trying to do this speedrun for about 8 to 10 hours straight. It was actually breaking me because the thing about it is you have to beat 5 demons in a row without making a single mistake, and sure, they are easy easy demons. Probably for some very good Geometry Dash players, this would not be a challenge at all. But for me, someone who isn't that great at Geometry Dash and has just been playing, trying to practice these things, it was definitely a challenge for me. But we can make it through to this other rolly part, which this one is really interesting. I love it because it goes with the music. We have a nice little turn screen, and then it does all this stuff. You know, it's pretty much just the same thing over and over again. And then we can finally finish out with this part where we just have a bunch of jumps. We have to make sure we survive on this next ship part, and then finally we can finish it out with just some quick little jumps, and there is going to be another demon done and another achievement got. Yeah, that one was stressful. And finally we're going into green demon, which this one is actually one that I really like for the speedrun because we completely cheese it. Now we will get to that in a second, but right away you can see this is one of the levels which really tries to troll you. It tries playing with your emotions. It doesn't really let you know what's going on. You have to make immediate jumps sometimes, but we can do this strategy where we just kind of skip through the entire level. Yeah, so you're able to do this in this demon where we just skip through this. We don't have to do any of these hard parts. The music is getting really hype right now. It's like, oh yeah, this is a very exciting part. There's so much going on, and I'm just kind of sitting here. But at the same time, this level isn't free. Once we get to around here, we have to do those jumps, and we're back into the level where we're really tiny right now, but thankfully it will make us big again. There was a tiny portal that was supposed to make us tiny. Now we're big again, so we just go through all of these spots, and these spikes are incredibly scary. And we get to this part which you can very easily mess up, but thankfully I just go through, I get all these things right, and I'm able to go and finish out the level. We also make that jump which you're not supposed to be able to do, but thankfully it somehow lets us finish it out. And yeah, that's our final demon and our final achievement from them. So at this point it is now time to go to the Keymaster, and this is the RNG part of the run. Basically, after you defeat 5 different demons, you'll get 5 demon keys, and you're hoping you'll get an achievement through them, and I didn't. Yeah, that was kind of sad, but it's fine because we do have backup strats, so we will get to that later. But for now, it's time to get a user coin. So what I chose to get a user coin was the Cozy Cabin because it's a nice, cool little level. It's an auto level, so you don't really have to do too much. And yeah, just look at it. You tap open presents, you get some nice little things, and it's just a very relaxing time. I chose this level because I wanted to show off how cool Geometry Dash levels can be. Like, who would have guessed you could make something like this? And with this level, you're supposed to be able to get a coin through one of these presents. But then I open up my last present, and I didn't get a user coin. So yeah, I was kind of freaking out right here, so I decided to replay the level, and again, I did not get a user coin. And at this point, I was completely freaking out because I had no idea what to do. So what I decided to do was go into the advanced options, look for a coin, and then go to an easy level just so I could get the coin. Honestly, I should have done this at first because it's a very easy user coin. It's not going to take me too much more time, but I wasn't thinking about it because I was like, oh, I can show off this cool level. It's always going to give me the user coin. There's going to be no problem. And that was the first breaking point for this speedrun. But you know, we finished out the level. We had a delightful time. Yeah, we might have lost like a minute or two, but we got another achievement at least. We got the user coin one. We can go and follow this person as well as rate their level to get the helper achievement. And now we're going into the recent tab because we have to complete 4 more levels. So we have this one, which I actually had a lot of struggles with. I was just going through it and trying to do it. We picked the tiny levels because those are going to be the fastest, but for some reason I just could not get those 3 spikes. Yeah, I was literally freaking out. So I decided to leave the level and just go to a different one. I followed them because I need that for an achievement, but we went to this one, and again, it was a terrible one. And you might be thinking, you should probably reset at this point. But the thing about that is, I have spent 8 to 10 hours trying to do the demons, and now that I finally completed them, I'm not gonna reset. Yeah, my mentality was not good enough. I'm going to complete this speedrun no matter what. So at this point, we basically just went through and did 4 more levels just so we could get all of those achievements. And finally, there we go. We got our achievements, and now we can move on. We also made sure to get the follow achievement as well through following 10 different levels. And now it's time for a very interesting part of the run because we're actually going to be creating a level. But it's not really going to be the best level. We're going to put down 1 block and then put down a move trigger. With that move trigger, we can edit it, lock it to player X, set our move time to 9,000, and target group 1. Then we can go over here, make make this block into an H block and edit that as well. And basically we're just going to add that one thing right there. And then finally we're going to add one more thing just off in the distance, and that should be perfect. We'll play the game, and basically what we're doing now is jump farming. You don't even see our guy jumping because there's a block above him, but we're jumping, and every single time, every single like frame, it's just jumping. We'll get the bounce right there, and there we go. That's 2,000 jumps. So at this point we're kind of just grinding out these jumps until we get a total of 20,000, and that will give us a total of 3 more achievements. Yeah, I'm not gonna make you watch this, but there we go. We got You Jump Like a Pro. We just kind of cheesed it. So then we'll also go and upload our level because that's also going to be important. It will give us creator, and that's a bunch more achievements. Then we're on the final stretch of the speedrun. What we can do is add some of our friends, and that's going to give us some more achievements. So we added some friends, and that was all good. And I was like, why am I not getting these achievements? But finally I did No Longer Lonely, and also I'm popular. So that was pretty interesting. And then we can finally get the last achievement, which all we have to do is scroll past this 3 different times, and there will be a coin that shows up. We can click on that and we get Master Detective. So there's our time, 2054. So just to make sure I got all of my 20 achievements, I decided to go through them. And the ones I got were Reflect Champion, Demon Chaser, The One, Demon Master, Demonic Guardian, What Are Those, Challenger, Master, Bounce, I Like Jumping, You Jump Like a Pro, Helper, Geometry Dash is Love, Geometry Dasher, No Longer Lonely, I'm Popular, Creator, Rampage, and Master Detective. Oh, wait. That's only 19. Yeah, if my sanity couldn't get any worse, I somehow missed one of the achievements. And thinking back to it, it's because I didn't get the RNG section and I just forgot about it. So to make up for that, I decided to play through Stereo Madness because that will give us the last achievement we need, and then I died. So I said, whatever. My mentality is so messed up at this point that I played practice mode for Stereo Madness. I could do all those demons first and second try, but I could not beat Stereo Madness the first level of the game first. I was not feeling good at this point, but hey, eventually we beat it and we got our last achievement. Hooray. So yeah, that's how Geometry Dash speedruns broke me. Please subscribe if you enjoyed.